Hi everyone, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. Today I'm gonna be doing the Imaginarium Theater. It's crazy because me and X, I'll link his channel here shortly. We actually did another like Genshin race like we did with the Abyss video. But for some reason the audio was like really bad on both like his end and my end for my like personal like talking stuff. So it just sounded like really like robotic and really bottish. It was really bad. So I couldn't like really post that version because I didn't think it was like a good enough quality to post, and I couldn't really fix it. So I just ran through it again. This time I put it on the harder difficulty. But I did also speed up some of these fights, like the Klee fights, because ain't nobody trying to watch that. I'm gonna be honest, ain't nobody trying to watch some Klee gameplay. That character sucks. No one likes that character. I'm sorry if you do. I'm just saying. But yeah, the race was fun. Super tragic that I had to like not upload that video. And I was thinking of maybe just like doing a voiceover over it, but I feel like that will still like defeat the purpose of like the race, since like X and mine's reactions wouldn't be able to be like captured and stuff. So yeah, it sucks a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Very fun video. There was a point in the video, like at the very end, where I was using like an Alhaitham, Raiden, and then I forgot the other two characters were, but like it's like against the Ruined Serpent. And oh my jeez, that fight was awful. I like no joke spent like 30 minutes on that fight because I could not beat it. And like the whole thing was like it's a race. And guess who didn't win the race? Me. I freaking spent like 30 minutes on one fight alone. So I literally had X just waiting for 30 minutes while I tried to figure out how to beat it. So that was tough. But yeah, in this one I'll just speed up like the minor fights, and then like the major boss fights I'll just like keep at a normal speed. Just cause like I know like it gets pretty like, I don't want to say boring, but like it's not as fun seeing like the easy fights as seeing like the harder fights, because the harder fights have more HP, they deal more damage and whatever. So yeah, also I'll like speed up the fast fights, and then I'll just like keep the normal fights, or the boss fights, excuse me, at like the normal pace. But yeah, more on like that video with X. It was like, so like I had the idea, right? And like keep in mind this was like during the time I was sick when it kind of reset. I was like, hey X, we should like do another race collab video, but this time in the theater, right? And he was like, oh, I'm so down, and like I want to, but I was sick, so I couldn't really do it. So it took us like a couple days to like actually get it going. And when we did, we kind of like, we didn't put any rules this time, just because it was like there's really not enough characters for us to like establish rules and set rules. So we were just kind of like, whoever like beats it first wins, and if for whatever reason we finish at like the same exact time, we'll just count like whoever has the most stars as the winner, right? And yeah, X was all for it. We did the race, like neither of us enjoyed using Klee. Uh, and like we were like neck and neck. I'm not gonna lie, it was like super close and stuff, and it just sucks that I have to like tell you, like instead of having to show y'all. Um, but yeah, it was like neck and neck. And then we got to like the very last part where we were fighting the serpent, and I got to the serpent first, but I got stuck for 30 minutes, and he beat it like first try, and I was in shambles. I'm not gonna lie. I was blaming a high thumb. I was blaming Raid, and I was blaming everybody. It was everybody's fault but my own skill issue. So I was like, oh, high thumb's a fraud. Raiden's a fraud. Everyone's a fraud. I was so upset. It was insane. I've never been that upset ever in my life. And like it wasn't even, that's the thing, is it's not even like a hard fight, but like you have I think like a 2 minutes to beat it, right? But it spends like a minute underground, right? If you're like unlucky with the RNG, and you have like very small windows to actually deal damage. And the only time I found success was when I would run Sarah. I would pop her burst, and then she would do like that AoE lightning strike, and it would bring the snake dude down from like his flying mode. And it was just so upsetting. I was like, oh my goodness, like I literally had to have Sarah on the team no matter what. And I ran so many teams. I ran the freaking Catalyze team. I ran the freaking what is it, the Pyro and Electro one. I ran that one. Oh my goodness, it was a disaster. And I was so close to just giving up and being like, I'll do this some other day. But I didn't. I was tenacious enough to stay there for the 30 minutes and beat it. So that was nice. And yeah, at the end of it, X ended up winning. Even like during my outro, I was like super upset. I was like, this is dumb. This is the dumbest thing ever, whatever. But yeah, So that's when I came to realize that it would probably be more optimal to like actually focus on the teams I want to have for the end game and what teams I don't want to like bring, right? So like this time around, I used the Klee team. I used Klee, Xinyan, and who's the other one on that like starting cast that's like really bad? I know it's Klee, Xinyan, and oh, Dory. I like used them right off the bat. I was like, I need to get rid of these characters like immediately because none of these characters will like do me any good at the end. So I got rid of those three right away, right? Kirara is good, so I had to like save her a little bit. But then I kind of started organizing it a little better in my head. I was like, okay, well I need to have Alhaitham, and I know I need to have Clorinde for like the very end. If I can maybe keep Hu Tao and have her work somewhere in there for like a boss or something, that'd be nice. So I started scheming in my head, and luckily it worked out, right? I have spent like a little bit of time like rebuilding my Alhaitham because X criticized me very heavily, and it hurt my feelings, and I'm not rebuilding him, I'm just like improving him. So he's doing a lot better now for sure. And like I worked on some teams too. He was like, oh, you should run this team instead with these characters. So, Alhaitham is the priority right now. I will say though, I think after Alhaitham, I think I'm going to prioritize my Clorinde. I do want to build it really good. I really like Clorinde. He has like the funnest gameplay. I think she's like super fun, super fast. She has guns and swords and she flies around all over the place. It's super fun. I love Clorinde. Clorinde gameplay is so fun. But yeah, back to this theater, I was like, you know what, I'll beat it like on the harder difficulty, and like here at this part I'm like at the snake again. But this time I was prepared, I brought like the right team, put the right buffs and stuff, my Clorinde's putting in work here. And then I hate like how he like does that spinning thing on the ground and he like staggers you really bad. Yeah, this fight was just not fun. Oh, I also had to like, I didn't have enough characters to do the hard mode. I needed one more. So I went out of my way to build Chevreuse, it didn't take me long, maybe like 30 minutes. It wasn't too bad. I was already planning on building her. So like for my artifacts, I kind of just threw someone else's artifact set on her. And then this is like an example of having to bring Sara to this fight to like knock him down. So yeah, sorry, so many tangents going on right now. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to talk about. Okay, so right, I built Chevreuse. I was like, oh, I should build it for the Overload team. I think she'll be fun. I've seen that she's really good. So that was like the first option I had to build. So I just went and did it. I think I got it to level 80, and I have a talent at 188, so nothing crazy, And then the artifact set I just borrowed from what's his name, Mika, because they're both using Noblesse. So like it was super easy to build her, and like I've been saving a bunch of resources because the last character I built was what's her name, Shilolin, and that was like a while ago now. So I still have a bunch of resources. I did try summoning for Nahida, but no luck on there. I got to I don't think I went. I think I went to soft pity, maybe 70, 80, and then I lost the 50-50 to Mona, so now I have a C5 Mona, But as you guys can see, I beat the freaking snake this time around. It didn't take me 30 minutes, and I was prepared. I was more prepared this time. But see, after this point, it's kind of like unexplored territory, because I was like, well, I did it to this point on the easier difficulty. Now that I'm on like visionary mode, I'm not sure what to expect, So I just made sure to get all the remaining characters and stuff, and I was like, okay, I gotta make sure I keep Clorinde or Hu Tao for the final like boss, just in case. And yeah, like again, very unfortunate that I couldn't record the race with X, but it is 0-2 now. And like I said in that video, I was like, if you guys want to start putting in your over-unders on who's gonna win the next one, I'll start taking the money, because I do think we're gonna do the Abyss race again whenever we have time, because it did just reset. So that'd be really nice to do another race with him. The last one I tried streaming, but it didn't go too well because I don't have like that fast internet where I can keep up with streaming. So I just like took the VOD and then I like edited that, so that was fun. But okay, so here I'm on the last freaking villain or boss, right? It's like the two dancing people. I did not know that when Clorinde's skill drops that like little thingy onto the enemy, I'm not even sure what to call it. It's like the Fontaine effect thingy. I don't even know the name, but like that shatters their shield completely. So I didn't even have to bring like a pyro DPS that can like really like hit really hard on the cryo. So like, oh, you guys will see right here and watch. Like I go into Clorinde and their shield just like disappears, right? So right here I just started going to work, and it's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, these two do a lot of damage. But again, nothing too worrisome. Just doing my rotations, making sure that I did also make sure to grab enough overload buffs. I think I grabbed like 4. because I knew the last fight was probably gonna be like Overload, or the snake fight was gonna have to use Overload. So very glad I did that. But yeah, I think this is the first time I did the Visionary mode. I know it came out the last Imaginarium Theater was when it came out. I didn't do that one. I'm not sure why. Probably because I was like just like over it. I don't know. I'm not sure why I did it, but I did it this time for this video since I couldn't upload the other thing. And it wasn't too bad. I thought it was like not easier, but like this mode isn't too difficult, so I don't have too much trouble with it. Except the one time with X, they just like bodied me. Um, but yeah, I mean it's fun, super enjoyable. It's gets content to grind, free reward and stuff. And at this point, I beat it, and then there's this one part right here where it looks so sick. I'm just gonna shut up so you guys can see. Look at that Clorinde pose there at the end. She's a little off center, which sucks, but that little sequence there at the end is so cool. I was losing it when I saw it. But yeah, here's the accolade thingies. Um, I wish they like scrolled a little faster, and I wish there was more categories in here too. But this will make do. But yeah, that's essentially all the accolades all these people got, all these characters. Here's like the star count and whatnot. You guys can see the Klee team obviously didn't get any, and I didn't get any with the freaking serpent or those dancing people on Clorin, but still fun, you know. I think if Munex did this race, I think I would have lost still. He probably would have got more stars because he knows how to play Klee and I don't. So yeah. But yeah, still fun. Super challenging, super fun, and a lot of rewards. Well, everyone, that was basically the Imaginarium Theater Visionary mode. Poor Bennett, he has the thing over his face. Poor dude, can never catch a break. But yeah, super fun. I wish I could have uploaded the other version with the race, but it happens, you know, just gotta move on. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. I didn't upload this on Thursday because that was Turkey Day, you know, Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to all my US watchers. And of course, everyone have a wonderful day. Trolls don't get blocked.